Hi, I'm James Dean Vogel of the BioProcessInstitute, and welcome to BioProcess Bites. As you know, clamped hygienic gaskets are critical to bioprocess applications. I have Megan O'Kelly here to show us how to assemble a proper hygienic fitting.
Thanks, Jim. In this video, we're going to highlight the components involved in the connection and the steps to get that proper seal while protecting your process. Let's jump right into it.
All right, let's go.
First off, let's look at the parts involved. This clamped connection has 5 components and consists of a clamp, a gasket, 2 ferrules, and an operator who has been properly trained, which is critical. There are 5 primary steps involved in assembling the clamped hygienic union. Ensure that the components are suitable for use. Use a new gasket. Assemble the union. Tighten to the proper torque specification. Conduct a final inspection. First off, it is critical to inspect the components of the assembly to identify any defects. Make sure that for the clamp, the hinge swings freely. The yoke is not bent or deformed, and the threads are not galled. Make sure the gasket is new, as reuse is not recommended. No major defects are observed, and that the gasket is compatible with the process application in terms of size and material. Make sure that the ferrules are clean, not bent, and not scratched. Also ensure that the operator has been properly trained. If a component does not conform to these criteria, do not use them to make the connection. Additionally, ensure that the components are compatible with one another to get that proper seal. While gaskets and ferrules of different sizes may fit together, they are not intended to be fit up in that configuration and can pose a hazard to the process when fit up incorrectly. Make sure that the tubing is properly aligned, as misaligned process lines can put excessive stress on the gasket. Now the assembly can be configured. Step 2 is to use a new gasket. Take your new gasket and clean it according to the SOP. In this case, the new gasket is cleaned with 70% IPA. Step 3 is to assemble. Place the gasket in between the 2 ferrules and align the seal bead with the groove on the face of the ferrules. Make sure that the tubing is still properly aligned. Place the clamp over the ferrules and secure by tightening the nut to hand tight, making sure the nut rotates smoothly. Step 4 is to tighten to the proper torque specification using the proper calibrated tool outlined in the SOP. Torque specifications may be provided by a gasket manufacturer or determined by studies performed internally by your organization. Here at the BioProcessInstitute, we have conducted extensive testing on gasket performance in our bioprocess performance reports. Reach out to info@bioprocessinstitute.com for more information. Note that this configuration is only designed to be assembled once, and it's important to not over-tighten the clamp, which can lead to intrusion of the gasket and pose a risk to the process. Step 5 is the final inspection. Check to ensure that the 2 ends of the clamp are not touching after the assembly. Retightening should only be done when required as a function of a deviation, such as a leak, and should be done in accordance with the SOP, as improper retightening can present a risk of entrapment and potentially lead to contamination in a biopharmaceutical application. See our future videos for more on this. In this video, we highlighted the 5 steps involved in the proper assembly of a clamped hygienic union: ensuring the suitability of the components, using a new gasket, assembly, tightening to the proper torque specification, and the final inspection. Stay tuned for future videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.